Let's show you guys what I wanted to show you guys. This. It's more rogue. I didn't watch this one yet. I think I'm going to. I don't think I'm gonna watch this. I'm not interested in Shark.Deck. But let's see. This video gave me hope, chat. But I didn't, if I'm being honest, I didn't like love their build. Cause like, okay. And I also think like, do I want to do that, chat? Do I really just want to go back to playing Altergeist? Like, do I just want to go back to being that set 5 guy? I just don't know if I can do that, chat. Like, do I just be the set 5 Altergeist guy? Like, at least my confidence is somewhat up playing Sky Striker. Because Altergeist is just Sky Striker with traps. But the grind, I think Altergeist's grind game is like, it doesn't run out of steam. Because theoretically, you can just activate Sequidius indefinitely. And there's no indefinite in Sky Striker. Not even, maybe DPE. But outside of that, there's no indefinite. Like, eventually you will run out of cards to search. With Altergeist, that's not the case. Like, you could just keep bouncing the same protocol every single turn. What are we watching tonight? Shang-Chi. Moments. What the hell happened? Where'd the time go, chat? Dude, dueling takes too much time in your stream. It really does. Okay, so hold on. Let me show you guys, and you guys tell me, do you guys think this is impressive or not? Because this is a deck that I'm contemplating. And I feel like this may be the one deck, chat, where A, people don't know what the cards do, so that's like a benefit. B, it's not normie. Going first and second, it can definitely go first. And then going second is not horrible. It can kind of like go second. Thank you very much, Jack Harper. Jack Harper Games 90 for coming through with the Twitch resubscription. That is 8 months in a row, 2/3 of the year of being a grown-ass man. I appreciate that a lot. Wow, this got, 20,000 views is pretty good. Here, you guys watch, and you just tell me. Ooh, too loud. Because, yeah, that was the thing, chat. Like, I watched the old Utopia duels, and I was like, okay, so every single hand just, if they have Nibiru, you auto-lose. And if they don't have Nibiru, then you're fine, I guess. But if they have that Nibiru, you just, like, I don't know if I want to play a deck like that. E-tier YouTuber, by the way? Not these guys. Alright, so hold on, wait. And I'm trying to like pay attention so I can like kind of learn these combos. I recognize some of these cards, chat, from like Adamantipator. But I was like kind of mentally checked out of Yu-Gi-Oh! Back then with the whole Block Dragon Adamantipator. I think they played these cards though. Like a couple of them. Like this guy, whoever he is. I think they played that card. Okay, it goes free. What's it called? You guys will see in a minute. Chat, is this too many summons, by the way? Because I think this is like probably 8, like 9 summons. It's not about like, can you make a Nibiru stopper before 5 summons? It's what type of damage will Nibiru do to you if they Nibiru you? You know what I mean? Like, I wonder, like, could he still pop off with this? You know what I mean? Because, like, obviously now he can make Zexal. You gotta get, no, I can't. No. You can't tell me that. It's real easy, chat, for a sword soul player to just say, just get over Nibiru. Yeah, because you guys can just, you can summon a Nibiru stopper in 3 summons. Like, not every deck can do that. You guys are like the only deck that just, oh, activate effect, get token, summon Baron. Ooh, I'm so good. Like, other decks don't get to do that. Like, we have to figure out a way to like not lose to this card. You know, so now he has it, chat, and it's like, okay, now I'm good. He goes for the big Utopia, which summons the 5 Utopia, and that one gets a negate, plus it is a negate too. They're only on field though, chat. So it's what's it called? Now you think, well, Cap, doesn't this just lose to Dark Ruler no more? But wait, this new card searches an Infernity Barrier. Pog. So now, as long as you have this card, chat, it searches an Infernity Barrier. So basically, now you don't lose to anything except like random shit like Spear Mode and stuff like that. But if your opponent has like, you know, Droplet, if they have Dark Ruler, then, you know, you Infernity Barrier them, and if they have something else, then all right, then you're fucked. If they have like 2 of them, then they're just too good. But in general, like, okay, monster negate, no graveyard, which I guess this could be like another rank 4 hypothetically, and then also monster negate. And again, it looks like it's kind of weak to spell and trap removal, but hopefully your Infernity Barrier can cover that. I mean, yeah, if they have 2 Dark... Oh, I forgot. You can also... Yeah, I totally forgot. You also rank up, chat. You can also go for this guy. Number 38. So, technically, you do have some spell stoppage. So, like, chat, is this good enough? I feel like this is good enough, right? Is this not good enough to beat, like, every meta? This has to be good enough. And with the Infernity Barrier, like, come on. Like, how are you beating this? I mean, unless you're fucking Jabril and you just, like, have everything, I guess. So that's like 5 negates. I mean, this is technically 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 negates plus, I mean, Dweller can technically just, if you're playing against a deck like PK, the Dweller just beats their entire deck, you know? Like, you activate Dweller, they just have to go, what, DPE pass? And you just, all right, stop the Anaconda. Because that deck just, it lives and dies off the graveyard. So, like, hold on. All right, you guys see what the deck can do. Like, I mean, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Nowadays, chat, like, every deck can kind of go first, you imagine, and just, like, make good boards. But I guess it's like, all right, well, how consistently? I think he gets nibbed 1 time. Wait, that's still the Dragon Duel, or the Sword Soul Duel. I just want to show you guys, like, another board of, like, what it can do. Can you make this board through Ash? Yeah, definitely. All right, so this guy has Ash in Valor. So I would also be banking on, chat, like, do my opponents know what to stop? Because, like, I don't think anyone does. Like, people don't know what these fucking Utopia cards do. So, like, they're not, he searches the Infernity Barrier. He's going to rank up into the 10. Or, I think it's 12. And then he gets the little dude. That's 2 negates. All right, how about this board, chat? So, this board is... he got hit with 2 low impact hand traps, and obviously it's not 5 negates, but it's still an Infernity Barrier, 2 negates, and your opponent did burn 2 cards. So it's like, that's not bad. And to me, this is like what makes it good. So you can turn this big guy, like he already summoned him, which becomes 2 negates. But then during your opponent's draw phase, you can turn him into a Hope Harbinger. So like, through 2 hand traps, this is pretty, like, I would consider this pretty good, chat. They're not like high impact hand traps. It's not like you played through Dark or Dimensional Shifter or something. But, you know, like through 2 low impact hand traps, like, I think it's pretty good. You know, like, yeah, I think it's okay. That's a pretty good board. Ignore Dolan. What did Dolan say? A second Dark Ruler, no more. Can you make this board through draw? Dolan, stop cherry picking. Stop cherry picking specific cards. You're cherry picking like very specific cards and saying, oh, but can you make it through this card? Like, no. Like, yeah, you might not be able to make it through. I would imagine, like, yeah, this deck searches a lot. Draw probably like kills the deck, but like that's the same thing with birds. Like if they get draw, they just like they can't make shit except the Tri-Brigade stuff. Anyways, here, going, because like now, chat, I try to look deeper. Like every deck can pop off going first. Like even Mermill can look good, but like, okay, how do you look going second? And that's where I'm like, maybe this deck, chat, maybe there's something here, because going second, this deck has like an ace that no other deck has. This deck has just a really just cheese win condition of Utopia double. And like, if you burn your negations on my other cards, and I just have 2 level 4s, I can just double you and I can end the game instantly. And I'm like, that seems pretty spicy. Because all this deck does is make Utopia. Like, it's the theme of the deck. So like, all right, this person has Baron. I think he's gonna have 3 negates. We'll see. Okay. This is a standard board. All right. Is this good or not, chat? If you can break this. So he impermed him, but he still ended on the level 8. So that's an effect Valor. Plus an Omni Negate. Plus, I think that's impermanent set. Like, I would say this is like a pretty good barometer, you know, of like going second. Like, this is pretty good. Like, can I play through this? If your opponent has like 8 negates on second, then you know you're probably fucked. All right, he burns 2 cards. That is so important, chat. That's so important. The fact that Utopia double, like you can summon it, activate the effect. I think it searches, and then your opponent's like, oh, chain Ash or chain Valor, and then you're like, oh, chain effect. Like that's really important because it burned 2 of his cards. Maybe Sword Soul just sucks. Oh wait, he doesn't even go for it here. Okay. I think this deck also might be able to play Zeus, chat. I'm not sure about that. Yeah, I think this deck also might be able to play Zeus. Because it is an Exceed deck, so, you know, every Exceed deck can play Zeus, I guess. I think this is enough to say if the deck is good. So he's going for the Utopia, more Utopia. Oh, I think he does play Zeus. Pog! Alright, so look, here's an example, chat. He doesn't go for the Utopia double play, I guess because the Utopia double got negated, but it's like, alright, I'm still going to end on, I think it's a 4 material Zeus, because again, it's an Exceed deck, and then I'm also going to go with the, the F-Zero dude. Like, to me, that's pretty good. Like, F-Zero that, or not. I guess he just, okay. I probably would have used F-Zero on it or whatever. I guess he would have negated, but then you just Zeus anyways. What does Nesh say about Utopia though? Only press 1 if only Nesh's opinion matters, chat. It doesn't matter any of these duels or potential. It only matters what Nesh says. If Nesh says the deck's bad, it's bad. Like nothing else matters. It just matters what Nesh says. You Frenchie, you ruined all Yu-Gi-Oh decks. I don't think this Drytron duel is very good, chat. I think I watched this one, and I think his opponent is still playing like Dragoon. Anyone who's still playing Dragoon, I don't know. I'm not gonna try to be dismissive, but if you're still playing Dragoon, just move on. DPE is the way, dude. Like, you know what I mean? He got hit with talents, or he drew more cards with talents too, chat. And I don't like know enough about Drytron, chat, to say like if a Drytron board is optimal enough because like I don't play Drytron. But I looked at this and I was like, when you have Herald, isn't like the whole goal when you drop Herald is to like get Ava so that you have 1 negate and then your 1 negate becomes like 3 negates. I just know if you have Herald and you don't have Ava, like you did something wrong, like you fucked up. You know what I mean? Because Herald without Ava is just not that good. There's only 1 negate or maybe 2. That's Copium, chat. Dragoon is good and I don't think it's good in anything, dude. Like maybe in Guru or something, but you just don't want to draw those bricks, and then after your Dragoon dies, you just, what's it called? After your Dragoon dies, see, here you go, chat, boom. Like here's a prime example of just like a cheese win, where your opponent you go second and your opponent like has no idea what you're doing, and then oh, you have Verde on field, cool. Utopia double, just kill you. Drawing DPE bricks isn't better, yes, but at least when you get them in the graveyard, you can draw. and Celestial, you can technically summon him. Like that's the main difference. Celestial, you can just normal summon Celestial. You know what I mean? Like the Red Eyes and like they're freaking vanillas. And they're high level. It's not even like guarded. They're high level vanillas. You will never do anything with a Red Eyes or a Dark Magician. With Dasher, he's 1 tribute, and then Celestial you can just normal summon and like use him as link material. You know, so like the bricks are way better. They're also dark, so well I guess Red Eyes and Dark Magician they're both dark. So. This one's kind of trash. If all you have is DPE plus Ash, like that's not good. But hold on, let's see if we can find a better duel. This one's against Striker, my deck. Yeah, that duel was against Dolan, chat. I took exception to this. Chat, is Sky Striker tier 3? He put it as tier 3 plus. And I'm like, I mean, I'm not saying Sky Striker best deck, but I mean, we're not like tier 2? Like we're not a tier 3 deck. We're not. Like Salamangreat's like tier. We're not a tier 3 deck. This deck has been topping way too much, chat, to be tier 3 like this. That's a little disrespectful in my opinion. In my opinion, yes. Alright, so he's playing against back row. He pops the Imperm, I guess, to make it so that he can use his back row. But here, chat, you just, you know, all right, you Imperm me, cool. Now, chances are all you have is Widow Anchor left, and then I can just kill you. Tornado Dragon to bait out the Widow Anchor. Yep. And now just one more level 4. Like, chat, how am I the only one who thinks this is cool? Like, this is so cool that you can just pop out this cheesy win condition and just steal games from people. Like, I think that's so cool, chat. And it only takes like one monster. I think he's doing this to play around like a Impermer or a Fat Veiler or something like that. Because I was like, why didn't he just go into double? But then it's like, well, if you get a Fat Veiler, I guess that would hurt. Sky Striker are the best deck, period. Blammo. 8100. So chat, have I sold you guys? Like, is this a deck that Cap could pick up? And this is what the deck list actually looked like. I was disappointed in the score though, to be honest. And to answer your question, Big Pimpin', when do they come out in Brothers of Legends, I think. So in like a couple weeks. I'm pretty sure every card comes out by Brothers of Legends. Good players use double during the battle phase. Yeah, but you have to. Oh, you're saying yeah, use the effect. Yeah, I didn't even think about that, Zesty. If you use it during the battle phase, they can't. What's it? This was copium, chat. I was like, bro, this deck looks so good, and then look at the score they gave it, chat. 777. I was like, that's copium. That's a really low score. I was like, that's fucking copium, chat. Like, yeah, it has a 10 in attack though. That's probably just because of double. Look, yeah, it has a 5 out of 5 in OTK. That's just because of double. When you go second, you just double and win. I mean, and that's also one of those win conditions, chat, is only gonna work on your opponent one time. Like, it's not gonna work on them like 2-3 games in a row. Like, you need to make that one game count. Because your opponent's like not gonna fall for that shit twice. These games are so fast. Shark deck got her. Well, you haven't seen the score yet. Yeah, you haven't seen this. It's better than Punk though. It is. It's better than. Oh man, didn't Punk get like a 6 point something, chat? Punk was so disappointing. Holy shit, that deck was bad. Yeah, it got a 7.8, and I was so excited watching this video, chat. And then the 7.8, and then I watched the Altergeist video, which they only added like 2 cards, and then Altergeist got this, and I was like, oh, are you serious? The Shark deck was actually tied. Yeah, Altergeist is like the opposite, chat. It gets a 10 in defense. So Utopia got 7.8. And Altergeist gets, drum roll please. I guess it's like how long do you want your duels to take? The one that I saw on here, and it's an old video, and I was like, this is some bullshit. Like, I don't, whoever judged this one is like wrong. Let me show you guys a deck, chat, that got a super high score, and I actually just couldn't believe it. You guys probably won't believe the deck either. Hold on, it's back. It's this deck, chat. It's actually Despia. Zesty, where you at? You guys won't even believe this fucking score. Like, look at this! 98899. Press 1 if Despia's secret OP of the format? Really? 999? Despia somehow secret OP of the format, chat. I was like, what the? Like, what? They're really trying to tell me Despia is like borderline tier 1. Really. Even with Shadow's, I watched the duels, Big Pimpin'. All you did was just summon Winda. I'm like, how's this deck even good? All you're doing, like, every single duel is just summon Winda, summon Winda, summon Winda, summon Winda, summon Winda. Like, that's it. That's all. Winda. Like, every single board just has Winda on it. Which is, it's just schism. Like, okay, you know you can do this same thing with the Alistair deck, right? You can do the same exact thing with Alistair. So, like, Winda. Like, every single duel was just summon Winda. So I was like, how is this set? How is this in, how did this deck get this score? Like, it's just Winda. One card. Despia is, wait, where's the score at? I don't know. I couldn't believe it, chat. Consistency equals meta. Consistency is king. I don't know, chat. Like 8.6 for Despish at all. I'm just not seeing it. Like I'm not seeing it. 8.6. That's a really high score, chat. That's saying that this deck is like tier 1.5 to me. Like that's a fucking high. Hold on, I want to see what just Despia got. Cause I watched almost every duel. It was just Summon Winda every single game. So hold on, what does the same exact deck minus Summon Winda do? Like it better not be like a 7 or something. Cause that tells me that Winda is just carrying the deck. It's gonna get a 6. Now this doesn't include the Chimera card, chat, so keep that in mind. I mean that's like one play I get. I wonder if you played the Frightfur stuff. We'll see. I mean, this is actually worse than Utopia. Like it's basically the same as Utopia. No, it's worse than Utopia. Utopia had a 10 though. Carried by Winda. How an entire deck can get carried by one card, chat. A whole point difference. So basically, Winda makes that big of a difference, chat. Just having Winda. Because the other Shadow cards don't matter. The only Shadow card that matters is just Winda. Well, the DD Crow Shadow card, like, I think, is that Ariel, chat? She's pretty, like, she's okay. She's starting to, like, catch on. But, like, it's just really just Winda and that other one card. Like, that makes that big of a difference. I don't know, chat. Because, like, the defense was, like, a 9. The recovery was, like, a 9. And it drops to like 7s if you take out the Shadow cards. So, I don't know, chat. Winda is bussin'. He doesn't know about the DPE combo I invented. DPE is not yet. This is before DPE. Oh, where's the deck? The deck is after the stats. Okay, Zesty. What do you think of this? I gotta be honest. I don't play this deck, but even I think this looks kind of bad. This looks kind of shitty. I mean, I like Gamma. That's kind of cool, but like he's playing this and he's playing like Albaz, and this is before the new fusions came out. So this looks horrible. Yeah, there was no DP in this, but this looks like really bad, chat. So maybe this is just a bad deck list that they were playing. You know, I know Super Poly, like some people play it in Despia, some people don't.